morning, everyone. Welcome to Jerusalem. Please raise your hand. Who here is from Jerusalem? Okay. Who is here from the rest of Israel? And who is here from outside of Israel? Wow, that's beautiful. Dear friends, I want to wish my dear friend John lots of success. Thank you for creating such an amazing gathering from people all over the world. It is indeed the largest convention of high-tech ever made in Israel. Congratulations, John. Thank you. Well, I think I'm excused in explaining how complex and challenging the city of Jerusalem is. But let me share with you a little bit of my vision and better understanding of our past and the connection to the future. To best understand our future, let me take you back 3,000 years. 3,000 years ago, when the city was created by King David, it was a time where Jews came back from hundreds of years of slavery from Egypt, and each of the tribes, the 12 Jewish tribes, had a piece of land where they lived and had their way of life and skills, except the city of Jerusalem. The city of Jerusalem was not given to any specific tribe. And the operating model of the city of Jerusalem, the holy city, is that the temple was on the north side of the city, and you had inflow and outflow of millions of pilgrims coming to the city that does not belong to a specific tribe. It was a hub. They say that Jerusalem makes all people friends, because when you enter the gates of the city, you feel a feeling of belonging. The city belongs to me as much as it belongs to any other tribe. Jews and non-Jews alike came to our city, this special, unique city, and for 1,000 years, Jerusalem was the center of the world. It is relevant for all religions, for the Jews, for the Christians, and of course for Muslims. All people feel so passionate about the city of Jerusalem. That is, we will talk about that potential of 3,000 years of investment as we build a model for the city. I also want to talk about the fact that in the last 70 years, since Israel has been created, Israelis are fighting and understand very, very well that we need to serve in the army, we need to be smart, we need to outsmart people that want to destroy our nation. And that DNA of serving in the army and best understanding that we need to go global if we want to make a difference creates a huge opportunity for entrepreneurs in our country. These two models, first, the fact that we have an ancient city that 7 billion people around the world want to come and meet and visit at least once in their lifetime. And that entrepreneurial skills. When I became mayor, I worked with Professor Michael Porter from Harvard Business School to focus on Jerusalem's competitive advantages. And these are the two business clusters that we are promoting in our city. The first is clustering culture and tourism. I'll expand on that in a minute. And the second is the fact that we have an amazing potential for high-tech. So in terms of high-tech, we created in the last decade an ecosystem that enables young entrepreneurs to thrive and succeed. And indeed, in the last 4 or 5 years, we grew from 250 startups to over 600 startups in Jerusalem today. And our goal is to leverage that growth for, and position Jerusalem as a place, a destination for entrepreneurs and startups. Actually, John Medved mentioned Checkpoint, which I remember being chair in its first 4 years until and after it went public. I think today Checkpoint has the largest value of any Israeli company. And last year we had Mobileye, the sale of Mobileye, a Jerusalem-based company, to Intel for $15 billion. And today the Autonomous Car Research and Development Center, practically the largest in the world, is here in the city of Jerusalem. And we anticipate that Jerusalem will continue thriving in our high-tech side in the next few years. I think OurCrowd is another Jerusalem-based company which I value a lot because of its uniqueness and because of the fact that all of you are here, visiting our city and better understanding the opportunities that the city has to offer. The second business cluster, I mentioned it before, is clustering culture and tourism. And indeed, in the last decade, we view this opportunity and leverage this opportunity in a great deal. The number of tourists grew from 2 to 4 million tourists a year in the last 7-8 years. And our target and our goal is to exceed 10 million tourists in the future. We see the city going through a cultural renaissance. You'll probably be able to taste it if you go to our markets and to our cultural institutions that are thriving in the last few years. There's no doubt that Jerusalem has become a hub for national and international culture and sports initiatives. Next month, beginning of March, we're going to have our yearly marathon. Over 30,000 people, over 3,000 people from all over the world will join our marathon. And walking the streets of the city of Jerusalem, seeing where kings and prophets walked 3,000 years ago, is definitely an element that we promote very happily. On the demand side, the city is growing. We're also in the process of developing one of the largest business districts. Actually, this convention hall, today 40,000 square meters, will grow to be 270,000 square meter convention hall, the largest in the Middle East. We're working on that. And in the area around the entrance of Jerusalem, where we are right now, we will be building 24 towers, 16 million square feet of office space, the largest business district in the city, in the country, right on top of the transportation hub, right next to us. Thank you. So when you come a few years from now to OurCrowd convention, you'll be standing in one of the largest convention halls in the world, less than 20 minutes from the airport with a fast train. And if you would like to visit the city, you'll have a network of cable cars connecting you to all the relevant places, to ancient city of Jerusalem, the holy places, and other places combined. So Jerusalem is very proud to host you. We believe that the future is ahead of us. We leverage our past. We know how to connect to 3,000 years of investment and history. And we have a lot to offer in terms of partnerships, in high-tech, in health life sciences, and in many, many other elements that create the city's future a very bright one. I want to wish you all a very successful convention. Enjoy our city. Go back home as reference of our great, great city, Jerusalem. Thank you very, very much.